Hey guys, Sean back here again with another collection room update. Today we've got a pretty cool unboxing video for you. Today we are going to be unboxing the MYC 1/24 studio scale ATST from Return of the Jedi. Man, let's get this thing open. I think we're going to have multiple pieces, so this should be fun. All right guys, let's see. I got number 23 of 100, so it's a decent number.
This one should be good. That's Michael Jordan's number.
Yeah, I would have liked 83 for Return of the Jedi, but... And honestly, I thought the box was going to be a little bit bigger. And that's what she said. All right. Yeah, guys, we got a bunch of pieces here. It's packed very well. Good styrofoam. And at the bottom, we got the base. Looks like some more pieces. Holy crap, this base is heavy, by the way. This thing's got some weight. Nice. Cellophane. Yeah, right here you can see number 23 of 100. It's pretty cool. Print on the back. So this is from the MYC, their models section. So they do have like a statues and model section, but this is a polystone model, but the legs are actually casted out of steel to give it support. Because a lot of times when you see the plastic models, you have to put some type of clear support in the back just to hold it up. But these legs are steel, so it's a really good engineering idea. And it's like Christmas. Like I said, this base is actually pretty hefty. And got the MYC logo in there. Yep. It says Sci-Fi Studio Scale Models in there with the logo. I believe they actually helped design this and rendering in a computer. And there's no instructions, by the way, so this should be fun. It looks like we got our little nameplate. 23 of 100, Return of the Jedi, ATST. And they always give you this little cool little credit card deal. And this is always a nice touch from MYC where they give you the coins. That's pretty awesome. And I have the MYC Probot and I've got the same coin, so we just pair them up with it. And guys, I have no idea where we start. I'm assuming we're going to start with the legs. So let's yeah, nice. All right, guys, we got the legs we're going to attach to the feet, and we're actually going to get everything unboxed. We're going to lay it out on the table, and then we're just going to try to figure out where everything goes. It looks like everything's magnetically attached, so that's good. So let's get this ball rolling. All right, guys, we got everything laid out on the table here. We pretty much figured out where everything goes. We had to go to MYC's website and use the photographs for references. So hopefully this video will be a little informative, so when you get yours and you go to put it together, maybe it'll make it a little bit easier. We'll go through a little bit of the pain, I guess. Well, not so much pain. But we got it up here on the Lazy Susan, so we can go ahead and move it around a little bit. But before we start putting it together, I do want to address this head. Like, how amazing is this paint job? It's weathered just perfect. I love the plastic tubes, the clear tubes going through it. And I'm telling you, it's poly resin, so this thing's got some weight to it. This looks awesome. So let's go ahead and put this puzzle together. All right, so the first thing we've got the legs, like I said, which were cast in steel. And everything's magnetic. So you've got this piece and the leg. So if you do go to put this together and it does not magnetize and it's the polar opposite, that means this piece goes to the other leg. So we've got that on there. And I already did the other one. So these are going to be attached to the feet naturally. So we have our feet weathered nicely. And then you do have the toe. I call them the toes. So that's where these go. And like I said, everything magnetizes in. It keys in very well. So I'm not sure if we need to put this on first or do we put the foot in the base. Let's see how this goes. This could be the opposite one. Okay, so that does not magnetize in there, the feet. So we want to put this in first. You almost want to key it in and then slide it all in together like that. Put the other toe on. That magnetizes in. Remember, this does not magnetize in, so don't let go of it and think it's going to hold it. All right. So this actually needs to go into the body here. So let's take this back out. Like I said, we're all learning together. So that slides in like that. And I tell you, it's got a pinhole in there, so this one's not magnetic. So be careful with this because it's resin and it could break. So it's all right. So I slid that all the way in so it sits nice and flush. And let's pull the other leg out. You can see it's weathered so nice, like with the hoses and the neck piece here. Looks fantastic. MYC knocked it out of the park again, as usual. I just want to be careful with this little rod right there because I can't tell if that's metal or resin. I think actually, I believe it's metal. But better safe than sorry. Okay, so I had to use a little force. I pushed that all the way in so you can see these joints are nice and flush in there. And it keys in so they can't move. So now that we have this assembled, this is probably the best way to do it. And then let's put the feet in. And there you go. Now we're gonna sit it down in there. All right, it's looking good. Okay, so I believe we should go ahead and take the hoses. So we've got metal hoses here. It looks like you have 3 different shaped hoses. And they're going to correspond with the holes that are in the bottom here. So this one looks like it's in there. This one, am I right?
Yes, that's it.
That one. Okay, yep. So that one goes like there. Now the squiggly looking one,
it goes right under that last one you put in.
Does it go under this one? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what we might want to do, you want to take the bigger U-shaped one, take this one. Let's put this one in, the squiggly one I call it. Let's put that one in first, and then take the larger shaped U one. That sits over the top. Beautiful. Looks fantastic. Like I said, with this hosing and just the detail and the weathering, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, so actually before we attach the head, we could possibly go ahead and attach the guns. And we call these the eyelids. So that those do not magnetize in. They just slide in on their own. Just like that. Then we have the gun. Be very careful, like I said, it's resin. So that's going right in the ear hole. It moves a little bit, but you could feel that it's keyed in once it's in there. Now we have this piece as well. This is a magnet. It's going to go in the other ear hole like that. All right, guys, it's coming together. Then we've got the big gun, the Big Daddy. And it looks like there's 2 magnets right there. So that's going to slide right up in the middle. Just like that, and the magnets grab it. Fantastic. All right, and the one thing we did forget, I'm going to lay this on its side because I don't want to mess this up. Let's take this off.
I'll hold it.
Got it. Okay, the one thing we did forget, I call them the knee pads. So these go underneath the joints on the legs. Like I said, they're magnetized. This is the polar opposite, so it's pushing away from it. So that tells me it goes over here, just like that. So those just magnetize in like that. All right, we're gonna come back to the head. All right, guys, I got it coming together. And where does this one go? All right, guys, we figured it out. So they are magnetized, and they do go underneath the bottom of the body here. Oh, I actually had it going in the wrong spot.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. All right. So now we attach the head, the final piece. I'm going to be careful. There it is. All right, guys. We got the ATST by MYC, the 1/24th studio scale model. This thing's beautiful. I love the museum style base. This is going to look fantastic when we get some lighting on it, some LED lights on it in the display. Return of the Jedi ATST. This thing is sick. All right, guys, thanks again for joining us on another unboxing video. Hopefully this one will be an informative video to help you put this together. This was nowhere near as bad as it looks when you open the box. This thing was actually pretty easy to put together, and magnets are the best thing that could happen to models. All right, guys, may the Force be with you, and we'll catch you on the next video.
The Force will be with you, always.
Hey guys, Sean back here. Fuck. Hey guys, Sean back here again with another, son of a bitch.